Thank you so much to Doug Turnbull for bringing that to us. We're going to go ahead. My computer's having a little bit of issues here. My producer going to get us to our next story. But once again, if you were in that Alpharetta area, you saw those images on your screen and you saw that fire that was coming down. It is no longer, and it is going to be those lanes open, letting my producer Jordan know that my EMPS is not working. So if we could get to Danielle right now to talk about what is happening with our weather. Meteorologist Danielle Moss joining us in the house. Doug Turnbull just showed us that fire danger that we continue to see because of these dry conditions. Danielle, thank you so much for joining us on the stream right now. Still no rain?
Yeah.
Is that changing? I mean, those images that we just saw were incredible. We're happy that people are okay here, but we need some rain.
We do. Some of the places around Georgia are just really, really dry, Faith. And right now, yes, we got some rainfall on Saturday, but it wasn't enough. In fact, at the airport, we only collected 0.02 of an inch of rain. So we're talking about really dire conditions. We have been seeing the dry weather for at least the last 2 months or so. And in the last 3 weeks, we've been really seeing these wildfires take off, not just in South Georgia, but in North Georgia as well. And now we're starting to see more people really having to be called in to help with the fires that are in Southeast Georgia. And it's not just in one county. We're talking about multiple counties, thousands of people, tens of thousands of acres, all right now, all at risk, and containment is very, very low. So we definitely need some rain. So we are going to continue to pray for rain and hope that we get some, but we're not going to get any today. One thing that I think is very noticeable and notable about this is that because the fire is so intense, we have had several fire companies from in North Georgia in the mountains to have to come down to Southeast Georgia to help out. And we got some incredible video of how intense those flames are from the Georgia Forestry Commission yesterday. And here's a little bit about the latest on what's happening there. The Georgia Forestry Commission continues to provide daily updates for the wildfires in Southeast Georgia that began on Monday. The dry conditions are making it very tough. These flames are from the Highway 82 fire in Brantley County. This fire has burned more than 20,000 acres and is only 6% contained.
Yesterday it was pretty smoky. You really couldn't see a couple hundred yards in front of you.
This is exactly why more firefighters from around the state of Georgia are stepping in to help. Crews from North Georgia have been heading south as part of a statewide mutual aid effort working alongside local, state, and federal teams on these massive wildfires. Cherokee County sent a crew and an engine, and they're not alone. Departments from places like Catoosa, Dade, Fannin, and Lookout Mountain have all made the trip. Even smaller volunteer departments like Maysville packed up their brush truck and got to work. Right now, there are more than 400 personnel assigned to these fires, alongside helicopters and heavy equipment, all focused on getting this under control. Back here at home, departments that have deployed crews say they are fully staffed and ready if anything happens locally. This shows how departments across Georgia have come together, stepping up to help protect communities, and even if it means traveling hundreds of miles to do it. Meteorologist Danielle Moss, 11 Alive News.
Thank you so much for bringing us that impactful piece. Hey, can we talk about, you mentioned there might be some changes on the way, some much needed changes. What are you seeing on radar right now?
We're definitely going to start to see some rain develop. Right now, it's dry out there, Faith, but we are going to be seeing some rain very, very soon within the next 24 hours. And in fact, some places across the Midwest already seeing some rain. I will say that, yes, we've been dry, but one of the things that we have to be thankful for, we haven't had to deal with any severe weather. And unfortunately, states like Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri have been getting hammered in the last few days with severe weather. You can see on your screen right now multiple tornado warnings moving through Missouri, and they are very strong, and that has been the case for them for the last few days. Usually we are participating in severe weather, and right now we're getting a little bit of a break, but we do need some rain. Here is a look at your next 12 hours. It's going to be into the upper 70s today. We have a chance to get close to 80 degrees, but because we are experiencing that cold front kind of approaching, you can feel the winds increasing outside, those temperatures are going to be a little bit lower. The one thing that we are watching for, multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms starting Tuesday and going into your Wednesday, and some of them could be on the stronger side. Let's time it out for you. You want to make sure that you stay up to date with the forecast, because I will tell you, that some of these models have completely changed. They back off of some of the rain, they bring on more rain, they look a little bit more severe. So we're looking at multiple things. It's definitely a developing forecast still, even with us being less than 24 hours out. So here's a look at your Tuesday morning. What you're seeing is just a normal cold front approaching, right? You can see that heavy rain coming into northwest Georgia, maybe a few rumbles of thunder throughout the morning hours on Tuesday. Tuesday's commute is going to be a difficult one. We haven't had a lot of heavy rainfall in a while, so those roads are going to be wet. It's going to be slick, really slick, because the oil that has built up on those interstates from the last few months without rain, it's going to start to be washed away. So it's definitely going to be a slick commute tomorrow morning. We're not looking at any severe weather, but it's definitely something you have to continue to watch. We won't see rain all day either. By the time we head into your Tuesday afternoon, really that's a look at lunchtime, we're going to be completely dry. Clouds hang around, temperatures are going to be cooler. And then as we head into your overnight hours, going into Wednesday, we have another convective system that looks to appear. And this one looks a little bit stronger. High winds, maybe some hail definitely involved, heavy rain showers for sure. This system and this model looks like it's coming in the overnight hours. So will it impact your Wednesday morning commute? There could be some rain, wet roadways, maybe a tree down if you see those winds get really intense, especially when we see that bowing as you're looking at on your screen right now. Out in front of that could definitely cause some very high winds. So that's something that we're going to continue to watch as well. And then Wednesday morning, by your morning commute, that heavy rain should be gone. Now, models are bringing in maybe a second chance for some heavy downpours as we head into your Wednesday late evening, almost overnight into your Thursday morning. That system looks less impressive, and in fact, what happens in weather, if you don't mind me explaining, Wednesday morning, when that system comes through, it will stabilize the atmosphere. So that one system that's coming in late Wednesday going into Thursday should not be severe, and maybe seeing some lingering showers early Thursday morning. Here's a look at your severe weather threat, maybe level 1, level 2. I wouldn't be surprised if the Storm Prediction Center changes that a little bit, but right now that is what we're looking at. We do have multiple chances for rain in the next 5 to 7 days. The heaviest of the rain will be Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, and then as we head into this weekend. Models are not agreeing on the rainfall totals. You can see that American, the GFS model, having heavy downpours. That would help greatly with our drought conditions here in North Georgia, but I don't think that we're going to be getting that amount. I think that we're going to be somewhere in between these two models, maybe seeing 1 to 3 inches if we're lucky. Here's a look at that American model as we head throughout the rest of your week. We will be dry as we head into your Thursday, and then we'll be tracking more heavy rain showers, maybe another strong system that could be developing for your Saturday, and then drying out for this weekend. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. One thing you might notice, we don't have any 80 degrees on that 7-day forecast. Temperatures are going to be very mild, very comfortable, really exactly where we should be for this time of the year. And then by this weekend, we maybe can see a few 60-degree days as well.
Do you think there will be any flooding issues?
You know, that's very interesting because during this time, we've been so dry. So the ground, it's going to be hard for it to absorb all that rain at one time. So hopefully we don't see, I like that there are multiple systems, right?
Okay.
We're not looking at all-day washouts with a lot of heavy rain. That would cause flooding. Because we have more convective systems where it's like, okay, in the morning, then maybe again in the evening, that breaks it up a little bit so it has somewhere for that rain to seep into.
There we go. Good
Yes.
to know. That was my question. Look, you're on the roads.
Right.
Because it hasn't rained in a while.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So, well, rain is coming. The plants will be happy, and maybe we can, not complain about it.
Exactly.
That
We
rain.
need it. Yes.
Meteorologist Danielle Moss, thank you so much
Thanks, Faith,
for breaking that down for us.